In a dark corner of the galaxy there was a cold and silent moon. Everyone believed it was dead. No life, no activity, nothing. But deep under its rocky surface, inside an old mining station, a man named Reed was alive. He was the last known human in the galaxy, hiding for 20 years. With him was an old robot, Unit 7. Built during the final war between humans and the Koran Empire, Unit 7 was a battle machine now silent and covered in dust. One day, a patrol ship from the Empire flew close. It caught a strange signal coming from the moon. Curious and careful, 3 Koran soldiers landed to check. They laughed when they saw only a broken building. But inside, Reed was watching. He whispered, "Wake up," and pressed a button. Unit 7's eyes lit up red. Its metal arms moved. "Combat mode. Online," it said in a deep voice. The Koran soldiers heard something behind them. Too late. The door exploded. Laser fire filled the air. As the last soldier died, his message was sent. "It's a human. Alive." And far away, the Empire heard it. The hunt had begun. The message reached the Koran High Command within minutes. A human is alive. Chaos broke out across the Empire. For 200 years, they believed all humans were extinct. Now one had returned, and he had already killed a patrol team. The Emperor was furious. He slammed his fist on the control panel and growled, "Find him. Kill him. I want his head." A bounty was announced across the galaxy. 10 million credits for the capture or death of the human named Reed. Every bounty hunter, mercenary, and pirate turned their eyes to the cold moon. But Reed wasn't running. He was preparing. With Unit 7 now fully active, Reed began setting traps across the tunnels. He knew the Empire's tactics. He used old Earth technology, silent mines, motion turrets, and fake signals. The first group of bounty hunters landed, armed, trained, ready. They didn't last 10 minutes. Unit 7 moved like a ghost, shooting with perfect aim. Reed used shadows, explosives, and clever tricks. When the smoke cleared, nothing was left. Reed looked at the stars on a stolen map and whispered, "No more hiding. I'm going to the Empire." And he meant it. Reed's next target was Titanus Prime, the Empire's largest fuel supply planet. Without it, half the Koran fleet would be useless. Disguised as cargo engineers, Reed and Unit 7 landed on the planet using a stolen ship. Their fake ID codes worked. No one suspected a thing. They entered the central power plant, a massive structure with energy towers and security bots everywhere. Reed stayed calm, acting like a worker. Unit 7 silently uploaded a virus into the system while Reed placed small bombs near the fuel lines. The countdown began. 10 minutes. They walked out like nothing happened. As their ship lifted off, the bombs exploded. The power plant went up in flames. Fuel tanks burst, towers collapsed, and fire spread across the complex. The virus spread into the grid, shutting down nearby systems and confusing emergency bots. Titanus Prime was gone. The Empire lost control of all ships in 3 sectors. Back in the Empire's capital, alarms rang. "Titanus Prime is offline." An officer yelled, "Who did this?" A message played across the screen. A deep voice said, "Reed." The Emperor's face turned red with rage. "Send Shadow Squad. Now." Shadow Squad, the Empire's deadliest strike team, was sent to find and eliminate Reed. These were elite soldiers, part machine, part assassin. They never failed a mission. Their scans led them to an abandoned shipyard floating near a red dwarf star. The place was quiet, full of broken ships and metal scraps. It looked empty, too empty. They landed with caution. But Reed was already watching, and he was ready. The shipyard was a trap. Motion sensors, laser turrets, magnetic mines, everything had been placed with care. Shadow Squad moved fast, but Reed was faster. Unit 7 attacked from above, crashing through a tower with heavy guns. Reed triggered an EMP, cutting off the squad's night vision and comms. The battle was fast and violent. One by one, the elite soldiers fell. Unit 7 took several hits but kept moving. Its armor was thick, and its aim was perfect. In the end, only smoke and silence remained. Reed walked into a hidden hangar and activated the control panel of a Corran battleship, the same type used by the enemy. He looked at Unit 7 and said, "Let's use their own weapons against them." The war had just begun. Reed flew the stolen Corran battleship deep into an uncharted system, a place long forgotten. His destination, an old Earth vault hidden inside a hollow asteroid. Few knew of its existence. Fewer knew what was inside. As the doors opened, lights flickered on. Row after row of metal giants stood still. 5,000 deactivated Earth war robots. Built during the final days of the human-Corran War, these machines were never used. They were hidden before Earth fell. Unit 7 connected to the central system. Reactivating units, it said. One by one, red eyes lit up. The army was back. Reed trained the bots, updated their programming, and formed battle teams. System attacks began across the galaxy. Fuel stations, weapon depots, and communication centers all were destroyed in precise strikes. The Empire's supply lines started to collapse. Panic spread through the ranks. In one sector, local rebels joined the fight. They had been waiting for a leader. Now they had one. A young alien captain contacted Reed and asked, "Are you here to destroy the Empire?" Reed replied without emotion, "I'm here to end it." And with that, the robot army marched forward. The Corran Empire was weakening. Systems were falling, commanders were disappearing, and fear spread like wildfire. But Reed wasn't done. He had one final plan, to strike the heart of the Empire. Using stealth tech from the stolen battleship, Reed and Unit 7 entered the Empire's home system. Their target, the Central AI Core, the brain behind the Empire's military, connected to every fleet and drone. Disguised as cargo drones, they landed on the capital planet without being noticed. The city was massive, filled with towers, sky patrols, and millions of citizens. But under the surface, deep inside a fortress, was the AI core. Reed used hacked access codes and silent takedowns to get through layers of security. Unit 7 disabled cameras and security bots. They moved fast, like ghosts. But just as they reached the AI chamber, alarms triggered. Heavy guards swarmed the area. A brutal gunfight broke out. Bullets, lasers, explosions. The hallway turned into a war zone. Unit 7 pushed through, even with half its armor gone. Reed reached the core terminal and inserted the virus. "Begin shutdown," Unit 7 said. The lights flickered. Across the galaxy, Corran ships froze. Their command systems went dark. The Empire was blind. With the central AI core offline, the Corran Empire crumbled. Ships stopped moving. Drones fell from the sky. Bases lost contact. Entire fleets drifted helplessly in space. Reed watched from orbit as chaos spread. Systems once ruled by fear were now silent. The Empire had lost its mind, and without it, its body collapsed. But one last piece remained, the Emperor. He was escaping in a private warship, protected by light guards. Reed followed in a fast attack vessel, with Unit 7 at his side. They boarded the Emperor's ship in the middle of space. Explosives blasted the hull. Smoke and alarms filled the corridors. Reed and Unit 7 fought their way through guards. The Emperor waited in a throne room, wearing high-tech armor, armed with energy blades. A final battle began, blade against blade, machine against fury. The Emperor was strong, but Reed was faster, smarter. Unit 7 blocked the killing blow, and Reed struck the final hit. The Emperor fell. Reed stood over him and said, "Humans were never weak. You just underestimated us." As the Empire collapsed, rebels across the galaxy cheered. One man and one robot had ended it all.